That's him.
You Howard L. Langston?
I might be. Who's asking?
Don't get smart with me, kid. I'll slap your face in the next week so bad even your own mother won't recognize you. Now are you or aren't you?
Yeah, I am. But friends call me Howie. Who are you?
The name's Stone. Nick Stone. Library detective. My friends call me Nick Stone. My enemies can't talk. They're too busy spitting out their teeth.
So what do you want with me? Who are you to me?
Stella here asked me to look into some people who were causing troubles for the library. Your name was at the top of the list. I'm a hard-boiled dick.
That must have hurt.
You're picking teeth out of your liver. Now, Langston, you've been raising quite a few eyebrows on the library.
Oh, yeah? What is it they say I did?
He owes us $612.17 worth of late fines.
Quiet, sweetheart. I'll handle this. You just stand there and look pretty. Now, Langston, how in the world did you manage to rack up $612.17 in overdue fines? I mean, that's a lot of cups of coffee. Even that cheap gas station swill us private dicks have to force down.
He's checked out 173 books in the past 3 years, none of which have been returned.
Show him a slow reader. Sue me, why don't you?
The library hired me to talk a little sense into you. Or rough you up, depending on how sensible you are. Personally, I'd just as soon rough you up. But that's up to you.
You don't scare me.
That's your first mistake. You care to try for a second?
Why don't you and I take this out back? Buy the book drop? Settle this man to man? And see which one of us checks out first?
Kid, I've met little girls who are tougher than you.
Stop. I just want you to pay your fines and bring the books back. No one needs to get hurt. There is no need to rough anybody up.
Damn.
So why did you check out so many books anyways?
I had my reasons.
Such as?
Why does anyone do anything? Power, Stella. Power and control.
From checking out books? I don't get it.
Knowledge is power, Stone. And where is there more knowledge to be found within the library? Therefore, more power. By checking out all those books and keeping them, I was able to keep all that power just to myself.
You never struck me as a kind man interested in power, Howard. I always thought you were just some weirdo geek checking out a lot of odd books.
There's a lot you don't know about me, Stella. I'm not the nice guy that I hope you think I am.
You don't strike me as the kind of guy I'd be afraid to meet in a dark alley or on the street in broad daylight.
Keep it up. You'll find out just how dangerous I am. Like I said, you don't scare me.
I'm more afraid of kittens than I am of you.
Stop, Mr. Stone. This is not about you two outdoing each other's testosterone levels. I just want my books back and his fines to be paid.
What'd you find in all those books anyway?
The stuff dreams are made of.
Well, I guess your dreams are made of paper. I'm here to tear them into tiny pieces and to make spitballs of it. To shoot at you.
Well, the list of books you checked out make no sense. There's travel books, mysteries, baby naming books, child care, pet care, UFOs, carpentry. What could have tied them all together?
You.
What?
The pattern is, there is no pattern. Except they were all checked out by Stella.
Well, I don't understand. What do I have to do with
He's
this?
nuts about you, sweetheart. He's so nuts he's got squirrels chasing him around everywhere he goes. Must be embarrassing.
Is this true, Howard?
Yes. I admit. I wanted to see you, Stella. Wanted to see you smile. I craved for the touch of your fingers upon mine as you took my library card. I yearned for the sweet scent of old books mixed with your cheap perfume.
I've seen you here so many times before, checking out your odd little books. I noticed you looking at me and never dreaming it was anything more than just another weird guy checking out a lot of odd books. I miss the seething volcano of passion beating within your chest.
Oh,
Ah, horse pucky.
You don't believe in true love, Mr. Stone?
Well, I believe in it, I guess. I just don't have time for that kind of nonsense. I'm a hard-working guy. I can't chase every skirt through every sleazy gin joint in town. Besides, this whole thing's a sham. You two aren't lovebirds.
what do you think we are, then?
You're spies.
Well, you're too smart for your own good, Stone. Seems like you need to go to the last chapter of your life's work. Time for you to check out and not be renewed.
How'd you catch on to us? Our plan was foolproof.
Not from this fool. Took me a while and a bottle of cheap rye whiskey, but I finally figured it out. Those Dewey Decimal numbers could be used as coordinates. The locations of every secret military base in North America. By checking out the right books in the right sequence, you gave her our precious military secrets you could then sell to the highest bidder.
Well, if they were secret bases, how'd you find out the coordinates?
Easy, I asked the reference library.
I should have thought of that. Would have saved us a lot of time.
Got her cover was perfect. Acting all crazy for each other while smuggling information. I wasn't expecting you to be a bigger snoop.
So you got a buyer all lined up, Miss More than a librarian?
Oh, yes, I do, and I'm going to meet with them after the library closes tonight, and believe me, I won't have to come into work tomorrow morning.
Well, everyone should have a retirement plan.
Now that you're on to our fiendish plan, whatever shall we do with you?
Well, you're sure not gonna shoot me, so you may as well put away that pop gun.
What makes you so sure I won't shoot?
This is a library. That pop gun of yours doesn't have a silencer. You're a head librarian, you know how loud those things are.
Yeah, he's right.
I'll just look after this so no one gets hurt. Not quite done with the revelations, are we, Howdy?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
Howard, are you holding out on me?
I'm afraid so, Stella.
It's a double cross, sweetheart. I believe they call it take her money and run.
He's right, Stella. And now that we've exposed you as a spy, I'm the one turning the tables. I played along with your plan because I figured there'd be a big payout at the end. Now I'm going to go meet your connection myself. I already have a plane on the runway as we speak.
I could only known what could have happened. I was really starting to like you. A lot. And in time, who knows where things could have gone.
Cuff her. Put that thing away, it makes me nervous.
said you loved me. $612.17 worth of love.
I do. But this isn't some cheap, sleazy Pulp Fiction novel with a torn-off cover. This is real life, baby. And business is business. Let's go.
I cannot believe you turned on me.
I did! And I'm gonna turn you in! Even though I really do love you madly. In due time, I know. But hopefully not too long. And when you get out, I'll be waiting. Unless, of course, prison ages you and... legally and gross looking. There is also the chance that you could get the death penalty for treason. And if you do, just know I'll remember you every day.
Boy, you're a real softy.
How'd you take me for a double-crosser, Stone?
Oh, come on, kid. Haven't you ever read a detective story? Those things are full of double crosses and even triple crosses.
I like all that old Raymond Chandler kind of stuff. You never know who was what until that fat lady sang.
And she always hit the high notes, but not in the library.
Did you say a triple cross?
Nothing wrong with your hearing.
A triple cross? How is that possible?
Oh, come on. A smart dame like you should be able to figure it out. It's not rocket science. Although, as I recall, one of the books Howie checked out was Rocket Science for Dummies.
Well, that would mean you.
Give that girl a cigar. She's smarter than I thought, which isn't saying much.
I gave you a retainer. You were supposed to be working for me.
No, you made a deal with me. I bring you the bookworm, I get 25% of what he owes as a finder's fee. Payment on delivery.
I know because we shook on it.
A handshake isn't a legal contract, especially when it comes to money.
It was an easy $153.04. How could you turn it down?
He offered me 3 times that to capture you.
How could you? After you said you loved and desired me.
There's a lot you don't know about me, Stella. I'm not the nice guy that I hope you think I am.
You said that earlier.
Yes, and it's still true. I'm just not motivated by love. I'm motivated by greed.
I just want to make enough money to pay my bills and to maybe have some left over for coffee. That's why I'm handing you both in. So why don't you just cuff yourselves together and remember, I'm not a librarian. I don't care how loud these things get. I don't mind a little violence to get what I want.
A triple cross. I never heard of one.
Well, you don't learn everything in books, Einstein. Now, why don't the two of you be a good boy and girl and just come along quietly? You gotta be worth something to someone.
Stella, I want you to know that even though you nearly killed me and turned me over to Stone here, I still love you. I'll probably rot in prison, but I'll think of you every day.
Howard, you professing your love to me means a lot, even though I obviously can't reciprocate. Because you turned out to be a truly vile rat pig that threw me under the bus for your own personal gain.
Okay.
All right, let's get moving. You two lovebirds are making me sick. Next, you'll be singing love songs to each other, and then I will have to shoot you.
Wait, if he's locked up, how does the library get their books back?
Well, boy genius. Looks like when you get out of the slammer, you're gonna have some real fines to pay. And remember this, I'll be waiting. For my name's not Nick Stone, library detective.